Evening, namaste, and a very warm welcome to all the grandparents, parents, teachers, and students of the class UKG. Our sincere apologies for the delay due to some technical issues. I also extend a hearty welcome to Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony, our principal, and Miss Ann Oman teacher, our guest speaker for the day. With me is Ms. Jessica Susanna, and together we shall take you through today's session. The month of June ushers in the onset of monsoon and also the beginning of a new academic year. As we all are aware of the strange conditions the whole world is grappling with, yet the corona reality has not dampened our spirits. There's no stopping for us here at Little Flower High School. Well, there's no lockdown on enthusiasm, and there's enough positivity and hope. Technology has come to our rescue. It's a great enabler and has brought us all together as one big family on this beautiful digital venue. Miles apart, yet so connected. At this point, we raise our heart in gratitude to thank Almighty God for all His abundant grace upon each one of us. Light is life. Light is awareness. Light is truth. It gives me immense pleasure to invite Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony, our principal, to begin this orientation program by lighting the lamp. Indeed, light and brightness are symbolic of dispelling the darkness of ignorance. Light is always associated with optimism and hope. Thank you, Reverend Brother, for this auspicious beginning. Albert Einstein rightly said, "It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge." On this note, I request the class teachers to come forward. Class UKGA, Ms. Pranati. Class UKGB, Ms. Akshi Mathur. UKGC, Ms. Devika. UKGD, Ms. Vijay Mary. UKGE, Ms. Jessica Susanna. Thank you, teachers. I'm sure your students are delighted to see you. A good leader takes people where they want to go, but a great leader takes people where they ought to be. Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony, our principal, has been donning multiple roles throughout the lockdown. Reverend Brother leads by example. He rose to the occasion and extended support and initiated multiple community service and welfare activities. be it the distribution of ration kits, food for the migrant workers, or helping the frontline warriors. Reverend Brother also believes that learning should never stop and has taken the lead in the Home School Connect and has embraced the virtual teaching learning process. Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony is a forerunner in adopting and adapting new technologies to aid e-learning. His unstinted support to each one of us through the webinars, video conferencing, and hands-on training has helped us navigate smoothly into the virtual classroom. May I now request Reverend Brother Shajan Anthony to share his valuable thoughts.
Yeah, good evening, friends. First of all, my apology for starting off a bit late due to different technical issues. Of course, we cannot always depend on the technology, and therefore even today we may be facing for some technology wherein our teachers are put on a lot of video presentation for our kids, but unfortunately we are not able to present it there. But I owe the technical glitches, but however, education process we cannot stop. So welcome to this fresh academic year 2020-21, and I'm sure Honorable Guest Speaker Ms. Anneman from other end, and Brother Jacob, respected teachers, esteemed parents, my dear beloved children who are accompanied by the parents, a very good evening to one and all. We never knew that I have to be behind the screen like this, and you have to be at home to start a fresh academic year. The pandemic caused by COVID-19 has completely devastated our normal life. It's difficult to estimate the damage created by the deadly disease. How much time it will take to restore to normal life is anybody's guess. However, we should not take a possible approach. We strongly believe that with our concerted effort, giving full support to the government policies and guidelines, we shall be soon be able to overcome this crisis. However, stay home, stay healthy. Every house is a school, and every parent is a teacher, as COVID-19 impacts education of over 300 million students in India. With the school shut, there is no boundary between the bedroom and the classroom anywhere. Schools are shut, but learning never stops. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, says Nelson Mandela. Lady Flower High School Abbots shows a torchbearer when it comes to the education, and as one of the pioneers in the online education in Hyderabad during the lockdown from March itself, and it has shown a positive vibe from the onwards. Dear friends, we are still in a corona period, and corona is not going to go away that early. Experts say that we have to expect coronavirus impact in the coming days as well. So the best way to learn is to live with the coronavirus and find a solution. But at the same time, be careful. In view of the present situation, it may not be possible to start the academic session and the normal functioning of the school before the end of July or August or even September. I can't say even for small children, October. No one has the answer. The most affected students are our junior classes, especially kindergarten children, who needs a lot of guidance required for basic formation. I am also aware that there are issues concerning sharing of electronic gadgets when there are more sibling studies in Little Flower or any other school, or when the parents are working now, then they have to share the gadgets. We try to adjust the time allotted for higher classes and even primary classes as well. We follow them carefully, hence equip the children with suitable, modest, affordable electronic gadgets for virtual classroom learning. With your, especially for your kids, with your monitoring. No doubt, every child is born to bloom. Let us constantly remind ourselves that unfolding of life is an ongoing process of becoming. Beginning with the family, and family is the first and the best school, and the parents are the first educators. The family is the basic unit of a society, or the first cell of the social structure. It is from the family that citizens come to birth, and it's within the family that they observe, absorb, and assimilate the social virtues like liberty, equality, fraternity, solidarity, respect, sympathy, justice, service, dialogue, and love, etc. Well, these are the animating principles of a human existence and the very development of the society itself. Thus, we see the family as the cradle of humanization, especially particularly this period of time. It is the guardian and the transmitter of values and virtues. Hence, with fidelity and greater zeal, let us constantly recommit ourselves to our parental role, thus to animate the lives of our wards always along the right direction. The routine has gone haywire. The playtime is zero, and there is no separation between home time and school time. You are constantly engaged with his or her along with the office work and household work in the absence of a supporting system, says Heather, who works as a US-based technology service company. Nuclear families don't have the habit of spending 24 hours with parents. The child is out for school and hobby classes for 8 to 10 hours a day, and the husband wife are in separate jobs. In our kind of families, children are not used to spending days at home without schools and friends. It's a crisis for all. So, dear friends, there is no substitute for a good parenting. Children cannot go out. They don't know what to study and they get bored. Children are reading at 9:30 in the evening, getting up late, watching films, and there is hardly any control over a structured learning environment at home. First few days will pass, but it will have a huge impact over the overall learning. As such, India's learning crisis is huge, and this will have a larger impact on the overall education outcome. So, dear friends, we are in the crisis period. Schools are not functioning. In society, a lot of uncertainties. We are hoping that school will start to function sooner or later. That's our expectation. Let's hope our children are able to come to school and meet friends, play in the quadrangle, and chat with their favorite teacher, and go for their picnic, and have their running race, etc. In this context, important aspect as a parents have to monitor at home the small children. There, firstly, positive guidance. Secondly, positive positive mentoring, and thirdly, cultivation of a good discipline. So, in this context, please understand the children, the discipline. Now, when it comes to define a discipline, what's a discipline? It's of a set of rules. This set of rules influence the behavior. And of course, these influence make a good conduct. And effective discipline, who can give? It is none other than, firstly, first is the parents, and secondly, teachers, and thirdly, elders. The process of building attitude is very important. Our teachers will interact one-to-one every day through online to cultivate a good attitude in the children. We must help in our children a positive vibe, especially during this time. Parents must not get discouraged. You may have many worries, but deal with compassion, cooperation with the teachers and your own words, and deal them with confidence. Not just punishing them for not doing homework. Give them space, time, encourage and participate with them in all their activities. Take an active interest in your child and what he or she is doing and monitor their progress. Uncertain times create more problems for students. We elders know how to overcome it. But children without school are completely off routine. While there is a lot of talk about online classes, it is limited to a smaller number and a limited time. Our teachers, though not experienced online classes, but after effective skill training, will guide your children through online and also recorded video classes, as they have already acquainted with the teacher in the last academic year. Social distancing, or what we call a physical distancing, is going to be the order of the society, or at least for some time. And therefore, homework, online tests, projects, and assignments are given to engage these students. Have a proper home timetable to discipline your children. Do engage some kind of physical activities like gardening, physical exercise, meditation, yoga, etc. to keep you healthy and safer. Parents are advised to monitor your ward with love and care. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Hence, let us feel proud and be elated today as we behold our tender kids entering to a new academic year. No matter whether they perform in a perfect unison and style, or they flatter and fall, believe me, all what matters is that they have entered the arena of learning. Let them experience the joy of learning. Parents are like rivers from which children fetch values they need living. Homes and schools are important places where children should get quality growth and development plus learning. Teachers should handle children as individuals, for they are different from one another. Guard your education, for it is your future. Before I conclude, I must thank the department behind. When we came to know that we cannot open the schools, we have planned. Then we planned about online classes. Our IT department swung into action and made it possible and trained our teachers regularly for 2 to 3 weeks and for training of online and offline. Many thanks to the IT department. The past 2-3 weeks, a lot of preparation, a lot of planning has been done under the guidance of our academic supervisor, Mr. Rachida, and Brother Primary Superintendent, Brother Jacob. Our thanks to them. And I am proud to be surrounded by wonderful parents, teachers, students for this live streaming. And although there was a technical glitches, still you waited almost 1 hour to be part of this live streaming and to encourage your word. My special thanks to you. Before I take leave, my sincere gratitude to Ms. Anuman, our guest speaker, for her guidance and valuable information, and also my team for their guidance. Thank you, and God bless, and wish all your words a happy academic year ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Brother, for that enlightening talk. Thank you, Brother, for preparing us to embrace this transformation which our education system is poised to take. Thank you, Reverend Brother, for reminding that family is the first and best school and parents are the best teachers. Thank you for reiterating the importance of universal values and virtues and that good parenting is the need of the hour. Thank you once again. There's nothing more beautiful than someone who goes out of their way to make life beautiful for others. It's my proud privilege to introduce Miss Anne Oman, a multifaceted teacher who believes in transforming lives through education. Having served the institution for 4 decades now, Anne Teacher has nurtured generations of students. She has the honor of tutoring the parents as well as their children as her students. Spearheading the Department of Biological Sciences, Ma'am has a very vibrant approach to the teaching learning process. Ma'am has a passion for learning and excellence. That is so evident in the fact that she leads various literary activities in our school. Anne Teacher is a source of inspiration to all of us. She is a lifelong learner, and that's what makes her a teacher par excellence. May I now invite Anne Teacher, our guest speaker for the day, to share her valuable thoughts. Over to you, Anne Teacher.
Good evening, Reverend Brother Sharjan Anthony, our principal, dear parents of our UKG students, and dear members of the staff. At the outset, let me thank Reverend Brother Sharjan Anthony, our principal, for giving me this opportunity to share some of my thoughts with you. It's been my privilege to be associated with Little Flower High School for the last 40 years as a teacher. In fact, I started my career at Little Flower as a class teacher of UKGA, and I cherish the lovely memories I have of my 1.5 years in the primary section of the school. Then I moved on to the higher classes and have enjoyed all the years I've spent at Little Flower, which I still continue to do. Well, we have been through the best of times and the worst of times. The last few months have brought a lot of anguish and misery all around the world, and it continues to do so today also. It's been a difficult time, but I believe that humans are so adaptive, and we've managed to cope in the midst of this crisis. Dear parents, you are honored to be a part of this institution which has nurtured several stalwarts. The institution has the tradition of putting the interests of students as its first and most important priority. Despite the lockdown, the management, under the leadership of Reverend Brother Sharjan Anthony, our principal, has taken steps to look after the needs of our students. One step in this direction is the starting of online classes for our students. It's heartening to know that these classes for the students of classes 1 to 10 are proceeding very well, much to the satisfaction of the parent community. In fact, one of the teachers was telling me yesterday how happy the students are to join these online classes. Dear parents, you would never have in your wildest dreams visualized a schooling situation like this for your child. The month of June last year must have been an exciting time when the whole family was getting ready for your little one to join school. The uniforms, bag, books, lunch boxes and water bottles were all ready. But this June is so different, with a total disruption in our schedules. But we don't give up. The world we live in today is so unpredictable hence the ability to learn to adapt to change is absolutely the need of the hour. Adaptability is therefore the simple secret of survival. Today we are here to pick up the threads and forge the bonds between your children, our students, their teachers, and their peers. Let me begin with our dear teachers. The teacher is trained and she's equipped to handle a class of lively, interactive children. But today the situation is different. There is no other alternative except the online classes. Our teachers have undergone a lot of training and are now ready to take on these classes. It is so heartwarming to see the enthusiasm exhibited by the teachers to equip themselves to face yet another challenge. They have realized that they can't control what happens around them, but they can always control how they respond to these changes. So here they are, ready to start these online classes for your children. It is often said that the mother is a child's first teacher, but a school teacher then takes over when the child comes to school. The teacher is the heart of the education system. The teacher is equipped with the correct methodology to attract the attention of the students, to motivate them, inspire them, and keep their interest alive. The role of a teacher in molding a student can never be underestimated. Our teachers always go that extra mile to enhance the teaching learning process. So, dear parents, you will see the transformational changes in your students, in your children, once these online classes get started. Now, coming to our tiny tots. It must have been a difficult time for them too without their regular activities. The classes, their teachers, their friends, their activities like playtime, co-curricular activities, or just simply running around the playground during the recess time. It is imperative that they have a balanced mix of both studies and free time. They need to develop several skills that help them function in school, at home, and elsewhere. Children look up to their teachers and enjoy their little teacher talk and interaction with their teachers. It helps to hold their attention, learn new things, use simple new words, construct short, meaningful sentences. The advantages are numerous. Your children have got a taste of the school environment where they enjoy themselves in the classes, on the playgrounds, participating in various activities. They use their nimble little fingers to participate in several activities. These 10 fingers activate various centers in the brain and help further development. Today, your children must be confused by the choked environment indoors due to the restrictions. Their fingers are only pressing the buttons of the remote or the mobile phones. These activities bring no development or growth. Your children have learned to develop social skills too in the school environment. Toys, television sets, or mobile phones are no substitutes for this. So, the earlier this relationship between the child and the teacher is restored, the better it will be for the children to get back to a meaningful way to spend their time. Dear parents, you must be quite anxious and worried about your children, considering the situation that we are in now. We have no idea when the pandemic will end and how and when things will get back to the normal state. We are all in it together. It is a well-known fact that the maximum brain development of a child is between 0 to 8 years of age. Pre-primary schooling is the foundation that a child can build on later. A child learns to identify, recognize, understand the concepts of color, space, height, length, and so on, with the different activities that help to consolidate these experiences. The child learns values like sharing, being patient, respecting others in a slow but sure way. Walking into a school is nothing to do with the school building only. It's to do with the life that exists within these walls. And the life of the classroom is the teacher. This is an experience no child should ever miss. But today, because of the pandemic, we can no longer go to a school. So what is the next best solution we can think of? Let the educators, the teachers step into your homes with the home-school connection. A teacher has a structured, well-planned syllabus and curriculum to develop the knowledge skills, mental skills, the physical skills, and aesthetic skills of the children. This will help develop curiosity, imagination power, and creativity in every child. You would have noticed that after every break, after the Dasara break or the second term holidays, it takes time to get children back to their normal pace of working. This is because during this time, their abilities slow down. So how can we stop this from happening? Let me assure you that online classes is the way forward. And once your children get used to these classes and settle down, they will simply love it. Please get rid of your fears and apprehensions and let's make a genuine effort to readjust to this new environment. It is natural that we experience anxiety during times of uncertainty and stress. But we need to empower ourselves and our children to cope with difficult situations productively. A right mix of classes, entertainment, exercise, and playtime for your child will help their development in the right direction. So how do we go about it? You need a device for your child, a good place to be seated, and most important of all, your support and encouragement. There may be some initial hiccups, connectivity problems, your child refusing to sit in front of the device and so on. I do believe that these can be overcome easily. Another question that parents often ask is whether it is safe to have the children sit in front of a screen. What are they doing, dear parents, when they are sitting in front of a television or playing games on your mobile phones? Isn't that screen time too? The World Health Organization, WHO, has said that 1 hour screen time for little children is fine, but that need not worry you too much. A word of caution: please be patient with both the child and the teacher. It's a new experience for both of them. Let me assure you that it will be fine in due course. So here's wishing you, dear parents, a great time ahead, a digital period of learning for your dear children. Till times get better, let's keep praying that we come out of this pandemic soon. Keep safe and take care. May God bless us all as we embark on this new experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne Teacher, for those words of wisdom and guiding our teacher and parents. Thank you once again. Before I propose the vote of thanks, I would like to share a few instructions with you, dear parents. Please make a note of it. As we begin our virtual classes from tomorrow, parents, guide your children to sit up straight at a table or desk with feet flat on the floor. Keep their arms at 90-degree angle. Adjust the device so that the top of the monitor is just below their eye level. Place the monitor at least 15 inches from the face. Remind the students to blink while viewing the monitor because the students tend to keep their eyes open for a long period while concentrating. Set expectations about getting up, getting dressed, and eating breakfast. Create a schedule for each day, like class time, time for play, and time for exercise. Dedicate time for cleaning and organizing things at home. Make dinner together. Have story time. Play a board game together during evening family time. Parents and guardians of the students need to guide the students during the virtual classes. Remove all devices from bedroom at night. UKG books will be available at primary school on 2nd July 2020. Please follow the timing sent in the groups. Reading should be done every day. English with the help of phonics. General knowledge with spellings and recognition of numbers. Never to forget, handwriting should be using cursive writing for English, general knowledge, and number work. I hope the instructions given are strictly followed. Have a nice time with virtual learning. Everything we do should be a result of our gratitude for what God has done for us. God has been there every step of the way. I thank our principal, Brother Shajan Anthony, for taking this initiative and leading the way for us during this difficult time. Thank you, brother. I take this opportunity to also thank Brother Jacob, our primary in charge, who has been with us and guiding us. Thank you, brother. I thank Sister Rajita, our supervisor, for always guiding, motivating, and supporting us. Thank you, sister. I thank Miss Anne Uman Ma'am, who took up the great responsibility of guiding parents on online class etiquette.
particularly for the young students of kindergarten, which is a big task. Thank you, ma'am. We are highly grateful to the parents for their cooperation through this webinar, who have encouraged us and supported us in spite of their other professional and domestic responsibilities. Thank you, parents. I thank the technical support team of Little Flower High School for providing technical assistance during this webinar, without whom it would have not been possible. Thank you, team. I thank all the teachers involved in this program, without whom this program wouldn't be a success. Thank you, teachers. I thank God Almighty for being with us during this webinar. We pray that He continues to bless everyone during this time of pandemic. Last but not the least, thank you, children, for obeying your parents and cooperating with them. Thank you once again. God bless us all.
Thank you, Jessica teacher. The other side of this corona pandemic is that it has strengthened the home school connect. As we strive to deliver excellence, we look forward to work with you in unison. Learning is not confined to school. When children are at home, you are their teachers. And when they are in school, we don the role as parents. Let's nurture them and cater to their socio-emotional needs. This brings us to the conclusion of today's orientation program. Stay safe, stay happy, let your light shine.